Good morning, students. How are you? I hope you all are well. Yes. What we have done in the previous video, students? We have taken a revision based on our first chapter, that is rational numbers. Yes, students, in that we have taken a questions from properties of rational number, then additive inverse, multiplicative inverse, then representation of rational number also. Yes, so many examples we have taken. Now in today's video we are going to take a revision on the second chapter, that is squares and square root. Okay, you can see on the screen question: which of the following number is a perfect square? Now there are 4 or 5 options are there. Among these 4 options are there. Among these 4 options, which option is having a perfect square? Okay, perfect square, what does that mean? Yes, how we are finding the perfect square? If a number is multiplied by itself, then that gives a square. Okay, perfect square. Now 46 is a perfect square? No. Then what about 101? It is also not perfect square. 99? No. But you can see 81. When we multiply 9 by 9, you will get 81. 9 nines are 81. So the perfect square is 81. Okay, students? Let's take another example. Which of the following is the same as 8 square? 8 square is written in which form? In the first form 8 multiplied by 8, or in the second form 8 2, that means it will become 82. Then 8 plus 2, yes, then the next is 2 multiplied by 8. Which option is correct one? 8 square means a number 8 is multiplied by with 8 how many times? 2 times. That square means the multiplication, number of multiplication. Okay, so the first option is the correct one. That means 8 multiplied by 8 is written as 8 square. That means 8 multiplied by 8 2 times. Okay, so 8 multiplied by 8. Let's take another example. Which of the following is the correct way of representing square of 5? Square of 5. How we are going to write square of 5? 2 multiplied by 5, or 5 square, or 2 raised to 5, or 25. How we are going to write that number? Square of 5. It is written as 5 square. Yes, students, it means square of 5. Let's take another example. Which of the following is the same as 10 multiplied by 2? 10 multiplied by 10, sorry, not 2, 10 multiplied by 10 is 10 square, because a number is multiplied by itself 2 times. So it is written as 10 square. Okay, understand how to write? Next, which of the following numbers is or are perfect square? Out of these, which one is a perfect square? 144, 1.69, then 81 upon 100. Which one is the perfect square? Now you can see all numbers 144, 1.69 and 81 upon 100 are perfect square. Why? Because the square root of 144 is 12, we know that. Then square root of 1.69 is 1.3, and these we can find by division method. Yes, students, you know the division method, how to find the square root? Yes, in that we learn how to find the square root by division method, then by prime factorization, then repeated subtraction. All these methods we know to finding the number, either the number is perfect square or not. So with the help of that we can find this. And the last option 81 upon 100, it is also a square of 9 upon 10. So out of All these three, all options, that means the second is all, first, second, third, all are perfect square. Okay students, let's take another. Which of the following number is a perfect square? Now 0.9, 3, 13 upon 36, then 8.1 and none of these. Which one is correct one? You have to check. This example is for you. Now I will give the example for that solution. This is a perfect square. Why? Because if we convert that number, this is a mixed number, first convert it into improper, then see either it is a square of any number or not. Okay, so the question answer for this is, it is a square of 1 5 upon 6, that means 11 upon 6. Okay students, so the correct option is second one. Then which of the following number cannot be a perfect square? Now 4 options are there. Out of 4, which is not a perfect square? You have to tell me the answer. Solve these by prime factorization or by division method or repeated. Don't use repeated because it is a lengthy process. You can use prime factorization method or division method. From both the method you can find the square of any number, square root of any number. If it gives square root, that means that number is a perfect square. Okay, try to solve these all 4 options and tell me which one is not a perfect square. For finding the perfect square, we are using the method prime factorization or yes, and the third, which one is there? Division method. In that, if we get a pair of prime numbers, that means the factors of these options. First find the factors, and if all factors are grouped into pairs, then that is a perfect square. If any number is remain unpaired, then that question is not a perfect square. Okay, understand how to find this? Take an example, use that method for finding are these perfect or not. Try to solve this. Pause the video and just try to solve this example. Are they perfect or not? Among these, which is not perfect, you have to tell me. Okay, this example is for you. Now the next is m and n are 2 perfect square. Okay, then which of the following number is definitely a perfect square? If a number is perfect and if we multiply by another, then the product is also perfect square. This already we know. Let's take 2 examples based on that. For example, okay, 9 and 16 both are perfect. Yes, then if we multiply 9 by 16, it gives 144 and it is also a square. This property we already learned while solving the example. If 2 numbers are perfect, then their product is also a perfect. So the first option is correct one. Okay, that means m and n are perfect, then their product is also a perfect square. Okay, remember this property when you are solving the example. This property helps you. Now shown below product of 2 number, solve correctly. Okay, 12 multiplied by 16, 192. Which of these equivalent to 192 square? Which of the following is equivalent? Yes, this second option is equivalent because 12 can be written as 3 into 4 and 16 can be written as 4 square. Okay, so the second option is correct. We have to select the correct option, that means equivalent. Equivalent means the answer of both are similar. Okay, if you verify that, you will get 3 4s are 12, 4 square is 16, that means 12 multiplied by 16 is 192. 192 square, we have to find the 192 square, so the correct option must be the different one. Okay, so the answer for that will be 12 square multiplied by 16 square. this is our left hand side, but we have to find the right hand side, so that answer will be this one. Okay, you have to verify. Let's take next example. Given m is a natural number, which of the following is definitely a perfect square? If m is a natural number, then which one is the perfect square? Which of the following is definitely a perfect square? Yes, tell me the answer for this, either first, second or third. Which one is there? Now see, m square plus 2m plus 1 is definitely a perfect square. Why? If you have taken an example, suppose m is 5, then this m square, put the value of m in this equation, it gives 36, which is a perfect square. Okay, that we know that m is a natural number, hence m plus 1 2 is a natural number. Yes students, m plus 1 will be natural number, so m plus 1 square is a perfect square, which can be expanded like this. So the first or second, it is the second one. Yes students. Now the area of square of side 15 centimeter is dash square centimeter, and note that area of square formula is already given, a square. So 15 square, yes, answer is 15 square. 15 square is 225 or 625. Which is the correct one? You have to tell me. Take the multiplication and solve the example and tell me the answer for that. Okay, the next is, the square of 7 is 7 sevens are 49. So square of 7 is 49. Okay, you have to take the multiplication of number with itself. Now 11 square is equals to, take the multiplication 11 with 11, it gives 121. So it is equals to 121. Okay students, answer will be 121. Now the next is, match the following number to their square. 5 square will be 25, 14 square is, so first with this, second with third, because 14 square is 196 and 30 square is 900. Yes, so square of this is 5 with 25, 14 with 196 and 30 with 900. Okay, now square of 1 upon 9 is, take the square of denominator and take the square of numerator. Square of numerator is 1 itself and square of denominator is 81. So the square of 1 upon 9 is 1 upon 81. When you are finding the square of a fraction, that time take the square of numerator and take the square of denominator. It gives the square of original fraction. Okay students, so square of 1 upon 9 is 1 upon 81. Okay, then square of minus 5. Minus 5 is multiplied with minus 5 how many times? 2 times. So minus 5 multiplied by minus 5 will be 25. Minus minus will become plus. So answer for this will be 25. Okay, let's take the different type of example. Now the next question is based on square root. Okay, given p is 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. What is the smallest natural number with which p should be multiplied to get a perfect square? Now in the p, factors. Which are the factors? 2, 2, 3, 5. Now which are unpaired? Yes, 2 is paired, 3 is unpaired and 5 is also unpaired. So whatever the numbers are unpaired, we have to multiply with that numbers to the original. That means if we multiply p with 3 and 5, then that P will become a perfect square. So 5 and 3. So 5 3s are 15. If we multiply original number, that means by 2P by 15, then it will become a perfect square. Okay students, whatever the numbers are unpaired, take that numbers, multiply with that numbers to the original question. Here 3 is unpaired, 5 is unpaired, so we have to multiply by 3 and 5. So 3 and 5 will be 3 5s are 15. If we multiply by 15, then P will be a perfect square. Okay, understand? Then we will be getting a perfect square. Now P is 100, Q is 400, R is 225 and S is 625. Which of the following number is a perfect square? Either 100, either 400, either 625 or 225. Which of the following number is a perfect square? Yes, which is a perfect square? Root S, that means square root of S, 625 is 25. Let's take another. What is the square root of this? First, convert these into improper, then find the square root of that number. Okay, solve this example. These are the options. Which option is correct? You have to choose the correct one. Now, which of the following is equal to 1 upon 4 plus 4 upon 9? First, take the addition. How we are taking the addition? Now, see, in the square root, the denominators are different. First, make the denominator same. The denominator of that will be 36. Okay. First, make the denominator as 36. For making that, what you have to do? You know that. First, make the denominator same, then take the addition and then find the square root. Okay. This is for you. Now, square root of 0.1 is closest to which of the following number? It is near to, now 0.1 can be written as 10 upon 100. So square root of 10 upon 10, that means it is near to the square of 3, that means 0.3. So answer is 0.3. Here the explanation is given. If you don't understand, try to solve that 1 time, 2 time or 3 time. Okay, then you can understand that. Now you can see this example is given. The which sign we have to take the addition? Add a row, then delete row. Square root of dash is equals to dash. Okay, now this solution is, this method is a prime factorization. So use prime factorization for finding that what we have to add. Now in this you can see 2 is how many times? 4 times, and 11 is 2 times. That means 1936 is a perfect square because it has all factors paired. Yes, all the factors are paired. So square root of which number? Square root of 1936 is 44. From each pair, take one number and then you find the square root. Now P is a number between 0 and 1. Which of the following statement is true? Okay. Now square root of P is greater than P. Yes, it is correct. When P is less than 1, for example, P is 0.25, then square root of P, that means 0.25 is 0.5, and we know that 0.5 is greater than 0.25. So the answer, it means root P is greater than P. So the third option. Okay. In the next video we are going to take more example based on this, or we will be taking a new topic. Till then, practice the questions from Fun Tote. Okay students.